And welcome back to the Hot Lap. We're talking all the BTCC news going into what could be one of the most interesting / important weekends for the British Touring Car Championship. 2 weekends left. This is the penultimate round. Let's go. So a couple of news articles before we get into, I think, one of the most important things, the weather. We'll get into that in a bit, but here we go. From Touring Car Times, it's talking about the BTCC title race is poised to intensify, and absolutely it is. So as we know, it says 6 races now remain for the title, and the traditional trip home for the traditional trip for the home of British motor racing. So we've got Jake Hill. He's going to be pretty much the driver to beat. Everyone's eyes is going to be on Jake Hill, who so far clearly he's leading. He's been the best overall. He ended up getting that. It says he ended up getting that wrestle back the lead with that really good result in Donington on that double podium. The BMW drivers found Silverstone, normally in the past a happy hunting ground, but both Hill and Ingram are going to be eager to add to their tallies. Although it says they'll need to be wary of reigning champion Ash Sutton, who sits third, and I'm not saying he's got nothing to lose, but he could be the most dangerous out of the 3, which is interesting. Fired up to give himself the best chance at clinching the record for the 5th title at Brands Hatch, the 4-time title winner will now become the one to watch. There we go. The same can be said for Colin Turkington, who really has nothing to lose, but he has found decent form. We've got Dan Camish and Josh Cook, who are so far back, they may as well just absolutely send it into every corner and see what happens. Now, there's a total of 130 points, 4 points on offer between now and the season finale at Brands Hatch. Every point is going to be crucial. Every lap led, every fastest lap, every position. Now, beyond title contenders, it says another of other drivers will be eager to fight for race honours, such as Speedworks duo Rob Huff and Andrew Watson, Ford racer Dan Rowbottom, Hyundai Hotshots Chilton and Dan Zelos, and the remaining BMW of Adam Morgan. Powermax Racing will be worth keeping an eye on too. They've got Aaron Taylor-Smith and Mikey Double look to claim unassailable leads in the independence drivers and independence teams. Jack Sears and the Jack Sears categories. Qualifying is, as you know, it's going to be broadcast on ITV, YouTube, and also it is on TikTok. And the race times, if you didn't look at the preview, race 1 scheduled at 11:30, 14:20 and 17:10. That's 11:30, 20 past 2 and 10 past 5. Interestingly, Goodyear are doing something interesting. There we go. Soft, medium, hard and wet, but let's be fair, you'll see the weather in a bit. It's pretty much going to be the wet. The introduction of a free choice of carryover tyres during practice and qualifying adds to a layer of new excitement and strategic depth. And here's the article on the BTCC.net, the homepage of the touring car. Goodyear is set to inject a layer of strategy to the event by offering teams a selection of both soft and medium slick tyre compounds, along with the flexibility to select 3 tyre sets of carryover tyres for use in free practice and qualifying. These can be carried over from any previous event, so teams will choose tyres in the best condition to optimise their performance for the weekend. However, when we talk about the weekend, let's have a look at the weather, shall we? Today it's now Saturday, and Saturday looks to not be too bad. I mean, 50% chance of participation around qualifying. Yeah, there's a good chance of rain. Sunday is going to be the day we're going. It's going to be interesting. So when we look at Sunday, no, that's still Saturday. Do we have Sunday? So I mean, it's a Sunday here. Overall, looks to be quite wet. It is going to be wet. There's there's going to be like a 70% chance of rain. Doesn't show that there, but I think that's today, as in Saturday, sadly. For some reason, me clicking on it doesn't really work. Let's try again. But yeah, it definitely said like a 70% chance of rain, which is absolutely not particularly good at all. Here we go. Here's Sunday, finally. Here we go. 60%, 60-60. And then when the race 1 gets to 60-60, it does go up to 70%. But yeah, and then dry. It could be dry for the last race. You never know. But it's going to be interesting. And do you remember we had that massive crash with Rob Collard a few years back in the wet? So it does get quite scary. Now, NAPA Racing have a brand new livery. Would you look at that? It looks absolutely stunning. It's the Valvoline livery, and it looks lovely. I mean, you know, the story goes, Dan Cammish and Sam Osborne will run a one-off Valvoline livery, can't even say the word, for this weekend's British Grand Prix Championship at Silverstone, continuing a trend in which teams run special one-off liveries for the past couple of seasons. This weekend, the team is running the new livery to promote Valvoline's new VR1 racing oil. It does look very nice, doesn't it? And last but not least, Tom Ingram is heading in to Silverstone in a confident mood ahead of this weekend's penultimate British Touring Car Championship. The 31-year-old goes into a crucial weekend in the title battle, just 9 points adrift of Jake Hill. Over the Silverstone National Circuit, it's been a happy hunting ground, funny enough, for both him and Hill. And he didn't win there last year. He nonetheless produced one of the drives of the season, as he did in Donington, from the grid to third. And last time out at Donington, Ingram almost gained as many places when he went from 19th on the grid to second in what was a drive that, if he does win the championship, you can make a good argument it was the drive that saved his championship. Determined drivers such as this has kept England firmly in the 2024 title hunt. Ingram said, "Silverstone has always been a strong circuit for me in the past, and I'm going there in a confident mood, despite a tricky weekend at Donington last time out." So there we go. Fingers crossed for the Ingram. And fingers crossed for the weather. It's going to be wet. Bring your rain max, especially if you're there on the Sunday. I don't know if we'll get a qualifying show out because I need to go to bed really early because I live quite far away from Silverstone. I think it's about 3-4 hours, about 3.5 hours. I'm going there with my brother and my daughter. The pit lane, I think, is about midday. If you want to go in the pit lane, I'll be live. I'll make an attempt at the very least to live stream from the pit lane. And there we go. Thank you very much. If you liked what you see, please give us a subscribe, hit the notification button to see more touring car videos, as well as F1 rally and the odd bit of gaming, and we will speak to you soon. If you're going to Silverstone, stay safe with the weather, particularly on Sunday. Maybe see you there. Speak to you soon. Thank you very much.